What's up, everyone? Coach D speaks with the MeidasTouch Network. So in case you guys haven't figured it out yet, the reason why Republicans, conservatives, and MAGAs are right now going so hard trying to fearmonger you, like the reason they're telling you things like diversity, equity, and inclusion is the reason why your uncle or your cousin can't find a job as a pilot, or the great replacement theory, they're telling you that, Democrats want to keep the borders open because they want Hispanics to come over and replace you as voters. The reason they're telling you that the gay community is coming after your kids or things about the transgender community is because the economy is improving. You see, Republicans historically like to pretend that they're better for the economy, even though if you look back at the actual data, they're not. Like even Donald Trump is on record saying that Democrats are better for the economy. But the reason why they're fear-mongering you so much is because the economy is improving and they can't handle that. Like they don't like the fact that, wages are up, unemployment is down, jobs are increasing. So because of that, they now know that they have to scare you into hating or being afraid of Democrats. Don't believe it from me? Take it from Larry Kudlow. One of Donald Trump's former advisors on the economy is literally now sitting on Fox Business consoling Republicans because they're having such a hard time dealing with an improving economy.
We had a blowout jobs report, more than twice the consensus expectation. Now, I know many of my conservative friends are trying to drill holes in this report.
Imagine being a conservative and pretending for years that you cared about the well-being of other people. Imagine being a conservative and pretending for years that you cared about people in America having jobs. Imagine being a conservative and pretending for years that you cared about people in America having higher wages. Imagine being a conservative and pretending for years that you cared about decreasing the unemployment rate. And then imagine finding out that these things are happening and being mad and upset about it, so much so that you're trying to poke holes in a good economy for one reason, and that reason being that you can't give credit to a Republican for it. Like imagine going all these years and pretending that you cared about an economy improving, and then when seeing it is, actually showing that you don't care because a Republican isn't responsible for it.
But you know what, folks? It is what it is. It's a very strong report. Not every economic stat should be viewed through a political lens.
I absolutely 100% agree. We shouldn't look through everything through such a political lens. And it's absolutely sad that Larry Kudlow has to tiptoe around the fact that Joe Biden is doing a good job with the economy. Like when people say to me, oh, Donald Trump was responsible for the lowest black unemployment rate ever, I always ask them, what was the legislation that led to that? Because if they could back that up with actual legislation that led to that, I would give him credit for it, but they can't because there was none. But when we tell you that we knew the economy was going to get better because we knew that the Infrastructure Act would lead to more jobs, or we knew that the CHIPS Act would lead to more jobs, or we knew that the Inflation Reduction Act would lead to lowering inflation, give the man credit for what he's doing. It's not a big deal. But it's more important to Republicans to win elections than it is for them to help actual people.
I've been in this business a very long time, and sometimes you just have to throw away the ballot box and just recognize the numbers. They are what they are. This was a very strong report. 353,000 gain in non-farm payrolls, a very big number. Prior 2 months revised up by 126,000. Another big number. And the bottom line here is more Americans are working.
That part. Be happy that more Americans are working. Like literally, Larry Kudlow is sitting here like, please don't get mad at me, guys, but I'm sorry. These numbers are just good. I can't just ignore the fact that the numbers are good. He's like, I've been in this business for a long time. Like He's the go-to guy when it comes to all questions for the economy. And he's telling you, listen, guys, we just got to give the dude credit. He's doing a good job, but he's got to tiptoe around it because he's afraid that the conservatives and the MAGAs and the Republicans are going to come after him. And, I've heard the excuses as well. Oh, these are all, jobs that were lost during COVID. We've surpassed that by like 4 or 5 million jobs already. Or they'll say these are low wage jobs. Well, Larry Kudlow, he actually addresses that as well.
And that is a good thing, no matter what your party registration is. Also a good thing, worker wages continue to improve. Average hourly earnings for production workers, a.k.a. middle-class, blue-collar folks, they're up 4.8% over the past 12 months. And you know what? Their rate of productivity, that is output per hour, a very important economic efficiency and growth indicator. Well, productivity rose 2.7% last year. That's a good number. So the workforce is earning its pay hike. Plus, over the past 3 months, inflation-adjusted real wages increased by 4.5%. So typical working families got a nice real wage boost for a change.
So there you have it. One of Trump's former advisors to the economy, the go-to guy on conservative Fox Business about the economy, just said that the economy is improving, that jobs are increasing, wages are increasing, the unemployment rate is going down, inflation is going down. So brace yourselves, people. Brace yourselves for more fear-mongering. Brace yourselves for this next 9 months for Republicans and MAGAs and conservatives to try to scare you into believing that you need to vote Republican when everything that they typically pretend to care about is increasing under a Democrat. Period.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.